Hello everyone and welcome to my YouTube channel The United Road. I'm fine and hopefully everyone who will be joining me today is fine as well. I won't be saying or starting with worried times just yet, but as a United fan, the transfers that's going around, the number of moves that other teams are making at this point of time is definitely making me sweat, is definitely making me worried. So tonight's stream is all going to be about the players which we can get, the players that fits the way we wants to play, and the players those who want to come to the club. Simple as that. Hello, Mazbhai. Welcome to the stream. So, as I said, we will be talking about a lot of things, and once a few more people joins in, we will have lot of things to talk about. It's not a rant. It's not a rant. Simple as that. I'm not gonna rant. Too early to rant, to be very honest. But at this point of time, it is getting worried. It is getting worried. And we all know, all United fans, they are on social media. They are watching what are the things that's happening around. It's not rocket science. Everyone can see that. So, Masbai is saying it's worrying for us. We will even know Nunez now. To be very honest, Masbai, as I said, we will be talking about a lot of players. I will be talking about Rice. I will be talking about Nkunku. I will be talking about Christian Eriksen, Darwin Nunez. So many names coming up, but where are we in the negotiation table? So, first of all, answering to your question, losing Nunez, you know, obviously I want him, but obviously you also have to look at the price tag. You have to look at the price tag. The price tag suggests 85 million pounds. Price tag suggests 85 million pounds. Can we pay 85 million pounds? I don't think so. I don't think we are ready to pay 85 million pounds. Simple as that. I don't think we are ready in any way. So, hello Mitwai, welcome to the stream. Get Nunez, you say. Getting Nunez now becomes lot more difficult. Lot more difficult, and the reason why I say difficult because now Liverpool is in the race, but you know, and they wants to hustle around the price. So whether it's going to be less, whether it's going to increase, God knows. But at this point of time, things are not looking good when it comes to Darwin Nunez. Hello, Shiraj, welcome to the stream. Masbhai, alternative to Nunez is just one guy, and I won't say an out and out alternative, but I would rather say that he is more likely, the guy to go for. It's Nkunku. We are going to talk about Nkunku in detail. We are going to talk about Rice. We are going to talk about Eriksen. The stream is just starting, so as you can see, like, share, subscribe so that others can join in as well. And that's why I started the stream a bit early. That's why I started the stream a bit early so that a lot of people can join in and getting along. Nunez plus Frankie equals to transfer budget. I think it's more than our transfer budget. If we have to pay what they are asking for, then definitely it's more than our transfer budget. And that's why I'm worried. I'm very worried. Because all of a sudden you are planning for a lot of things. You are planning for a lot of things. You are looking at Dion, you are looking at Nunez, you are looking at all those sort of targets. But how many are you going to get? And that's my problem. That's my biggest worry. That regardless of you know sh- how much planning you are doing, if you're not executing it out there, then it's not going to end well. It's not going to end well, and that's the problem. That's the problem I feel. That you are looking at Frankie de Jong, all right, it's fine. You can get one heck of a midfielder. You are looking at Darwin Nunez, all right, you can get one heck of a striker, but then is he willing to come? Are you willing to go out and pay 85 million pounds? If not, then why to waste time? Why to waste time? I'm not saying that just give up without any pursuit, but we also have to keep in mind that we don't have a lot of transfer budget. Shiraj bhai, I think it's around 150 million. I don't think if it's 120, then we are not getting anything at all. I think it's around 150 plus sales, in my opinion, and that's even less than Tottenham Hotspur. That's even less than Tottenham Hotspur. So that shows where we are in at this point of time, and we are not in a good situation. We are not in a good situation at any front. Anyone can be a one season wonder, Swapnil bhai. Anyone can be a one season wonder, you know. But then when you have those players, you got to take a chance. You got to take a chance because it's not like we are, Vlahovic is already gone, Haaland is already gone, so it's not like we are left with thousands of options in the market. You know, so that's what I'm saying. That we can talk about a lot of things, and as I said, when you look at the title, at what we are going to talk, definitely we are going to talk rights. I am not here to talk about our transfer targets today. At this point of time, the pros and cons and how we should approach the transfer window. Simple as that. How we should approach the transfer window. Because for far too long, we have been mediocre. We all know that. For far too long, when it comes to signing a certain player, we take so much time that others get in and cash in. So why not Gabriel Jesus? Because City won't sell to United. Simple as that. It's like asking for Mane from Liverpool. You're not going to get him. Even though you know he is going to leave the club, they won't sell to United. Simple, same with Gabriel Jesus. So that's the rivalry over there. So the first player I really want to talk about, the first player, we will talk about all the transfer gossips and all those things that comes with it. But the first thing that I want to talk about right now is Christian Eriksen. So Christian Eriksen, free transfer. He wants Champions League. Most probably he wants to move to a team like Spurs, because apart from Spurs, it's just Brentford, Everton, and United. So I don't see much of a hope when it comes to Eriksen. All right. The reason being, obviously, when he has been in London, he has been in London throughout his career, and I don't see him making a move to a different city at this point of time. So, all right. So taking in a comment from Gaurav, by the way things are looking, we might just end up with Frankie De Jong. I will, the more the days are going to pass, the more worried I'm going to get. Honestly speaking, honestly speaking, the more the time is going to pass, the more I'm going to get worried. Because when it comes to United making a signing, and when you are trying for a player who wants Champions League at a minimum, then you will have to deal with the price tag. Barcelona wants 90 million. No one is going to pay 90 million. We all know that. You know, we all know that. We are not going to pay 90 million. They are going to ask for 90 million. But then I have been saying that along, that it's going to be totally on Eric Ten Hag. If Eric Ten Hag can convince him, then we might stand a chance. Otherwise, we don't have a chance. We don't have a chance at all. So coming back to Eriksen, Eriksen is one guy that he fits our profile so well. When we talk about Eriksen, why he fits our profile? On low wages, all right, on low wages, he can be the guy who will just be a presence He has that experience of Champions League. And when it comes to being a professional, he's a thought of professional. And now that Mata is gone, we can simply get Eriksen on a free transfer on a low wage, and he can play certain number of games. He can play certain number of games. So that's why I am very entitled towards Eriksen. Our record with free transfer is absolutely horrible. Absolutely horrible. But it's something we should definitely try for. Definitely try for. Whether you want, guys, whether you want Ericsson or not, put your comments in the comment box. But for me, it's like a no-brainer. It's like a no-brainer. All right. So Marlene says Frankie De Jong, Ericsson, and Timber. It won't be a bad window by any stretch of imagination. Obsession. There is no obsession with Ericsson. Mejbri is not ready. Donny is not going to play number 10. What's the obsession? There is no obsession. Donny is not a number 10. Bruno, who is the backup for Bruno? Mejbri needs time. Mejbri needs a loan like Gardner. If you think you can go with Mejbri in the new season, it's not gonna work. These guys needs to toughen up a bit. Likes of Shodetiere, likes of Mejbri, these guys needs loan before they can be put into the team, just like Gardner. They are just what, 18, 19. Shodetiere is just 18. Mejbri is just 19. So 1 year at least on a loan. Good evening, Anirudh Bhai. Welcome to the stream. Exactly. Mata's replacement easily. भाई आयुष भाई मैं वही बोल रहा हूँ ना कि how we should approach the transfer window and what things we are doing wrong. That's the thing. Anirudh Bhai says no more impulsive or second choice buying. Give the manager another one or two windows too. Absolutely. Anirudh Bhai, देखो, when it comes to signing a player, if you are giving the manager the second choice, you will ultimately will have to go out and spend again. And we have seen that. Manager is asking for a certain player, you are giving him a certain player. That's been the structure, you can say. That's been the play in the transfer window that we always do. Who DM is not available. Simple as that. Bisuma is available. We can go and try Bisuma, but we are not even linked. Bisuma for 35 million can be a steal. Simple as that. 35 million for Bisuma can be a steal. But are we smart enough? No, we are not. Lot of people are obsessed with Eriksen, and that's totally fair. Donny is not a number 10. Simple as that. And that's why we need Eriksen. Why to waste 1 year of Mejbri trying to induct him when you can get him a good loan and get him certain amount of game time and then just bring him back next season and then put him straight away? No one is saying that Eriksen is going to stay here for 4 or 5 seasons, but a season or two of Eriksen is not going to harm United. Simple as that. Maas bhai, देखो जो whenever it comes to CDM, we let go of Zakaria, we let go of Kamara, we didn't even try. Sangare is not the solution. Bisuma, we can definitely go forward. Do we have the money? The choices that we are looking at this point of time, do we have the money to go for someone like Bisuma? I wish my Matt just left. He is not there. He left. Tottenham have a budget of 180 million, and they are already talking with Pau Torres. They are offering Lo Celso for Pau Torres to Villarreal. Sangare, average player, don't want him. Rather play someone like Gardner over Sangare. No need to waste 35-40 million on Sangare. Makes no sense. Under ETH, he had a free role. He never had a stable role, you can say. At 10, Tadic used to play. Tadic used to play on the wing. They used to maneuver the roles. It was never like Donny was an out and out number 10. Never was the case. He played at the 8 as well. He played at the 6 certain times as well. Totally dependent upon the game. So, Mare bhai, he's come. I really thought that he is gone. I thought he is gone. If Matt Judge is here, then I have no hopes anyway. Honestly speaking, I was optimistic about this window because I thought Matt Judge is gone. Everywhere it was like Matt Judge is gone, Matt Judge is gone. So, another way, the fact of the matter is, we didn't have to spend a lot when it comes to a CDM. That's the thing. Like we could literally have got Bisuma and Kamara for 35 million. Bisuma or Zakaria for 40 million, 45 million. Kamara and Zakaria for 10 million. Imagine that. But our brain dead board, they don't have any idea on what to do. That's what I'm saying. Matt Judge is gone. मुझे ही confuse करने में लगे हुए हैं. उसका हो गया है भाई. He's gone. He's nowhere in the hierarchy. He is not a part of the negotiations. He is not part of anything. He's done at the club. मैं वापस से चेक करने लगा था भाई. अभी literally I have the hierarchy. I will. Yeah, notice period में he is not going to work. All right, I have the hierarchy. I will share it with you guys. All right, so Glazers owners, we all know that. Richard Arnold, executive chief, we all know that. Eric Ten Hag manager. Muta, football director. Darren Fletcher, technical director. Andy O'Boyle, assistant football director. Steve McLaren, assistant manager. Mitchell Van der Gaag, assistant manager. Mike Phelan, for the time being, is the assistant manager. And then we have others like Nick Cox, Alan Dawson, Steve Brown. So these are the guys. If he is on notice period and if we are letting him work, then we are doomed. Nothing is going to happen. I have absolutely no hope with Matt Judge. Absolutely no hope with Matt Judge. Aditya, by Liverpool, it's not like they need a lot of signings. They will get around 30-35 million for Mane. Add 50 more million and they will get Nunez. They already have Diaz. They have Jota. So their evolution is complete. It's us who are the slowest. It's us who are the slowest. Bisuma for me is the perfect choice. Honestly speaking, Bisuma for me is the perfect choice. You have a battle proven, Premier League proven CDM, and he is playing in a team which likes to hold ball, which likes to play with pace. So he is already playing in a proper structure, the way most probably we are going to play. So why I think Sangare is average? Look at the age, the league which he is playing in, and tell me 5 good performances which he has put up in Europe. 5 good performances which he has put up in Europe. There is a reason no one is linked with Sangare. It's us and Crystal Palace. So you can put out the level on which Sangare is at this point of time. Crystal Palace and Man United. We are linked with almost every player because obviously it's clickbait. So Sangare's level is basically Crystal Palace at this point of time. We should have tried for Sangare. Oh, sorry. We should have tried for Kamara and Yudhbai because he was free. You need certain free players into the squad. Simple as that. Wait a second, Anirudh bhai. I will try to share the hierarchy. Give me 1 minute. Give me 1 minute. I will have to put it up. I'm just mailing it. Give me 1 minute, guys. In the meantime, I will be taking the questions. Hello, Jackie. Thanks a lot for joining the stream. Hello, Nishbhai. Welcome to the stream. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, Venkatesh bhai. Stare your comment. Venkatesh bhai, how much we are going to pay for Nunez? That's the thing. And now Liverpool is in the race. There is no link at all with Chelsea and Liverpool. Not from reliable sources. If you take sources like Sun, if you take sources like Men, then I don't see any credibility in that. Sangare is not linked with either of both the teams. The only teams he is linked at this point of time is United and Crystal Palace. United because everyone is linked with United. That's the thing. When it comes to United, everyone is linked with United. All right, guys. So I am going to share. I am going to share the hierarchy, which is at this point of time. In future, it might change, but at this point of time, this is the hierarchy, and I am going to show it to you guys. All right. So can you see it now, guys? The hierarchy. This is the hierarchy. Yeah, that comes from agents. All right, I will try to enhance it so that you guys can see. If there is any problem with the hierarchy, just let me know, guys. So I will take the name again. This is the present hierarchy for United. Joel Glazer, owner. Then Richard Arnold, chief executive. Then we have Eric Ten Hag as the manager. Then we have John Mutta, football director. Then we have Darren Fletcher, technical director. Then we have Andy O'Boyle, assistant football director, under whom there is Nick Cox, head of academy, Steve Brown, head of recruitment operations. Then we have Alan Dawson, head of football operations. Under Steve Brown, there is Simon Welsh, senior scout, and Mick Court, technical chief scout. We have three assistant managers at this point of time: McLaren, Van de Gaag, and Mike Phelan. Then we have Justin Cochrane, head of first team development. So this is the hierarchy. This is the hierarchy with which we are working at this point of time. Mike Phelan will definitely be taken off. I think we are still looking to get that one coach. See, I won't say for 3 seasons. I won't say for 3 seasons, Masbhai. But yeah, for next two, it's very difficult. In the cup, we might get something, but there is no way we are going to challenge for Premier League just yet. Anish, my thoughts on our transfer activity so far. Do you think we will actually have a good transfer window? Now, with each passing day, it looks highly unlikely. You know, with each passing day, Anish, it's looking highly unlikely. The reason being, we are just scouting, we are just looking while other teams are making their moves. Look at the level of, you know, what you can say, the desire that Tottenham is showing at this point of time. You know, that Tottenham is showing at this point of time. They have already got Perisic. Obviously, he was free, but they got him. He is going to be a good player for them, just like Conte wanted. And then they are already in talks with, They are already in talks with Pau Torres, and they are offering Lo Celso for him. वेंकटेश भाई से डिजोंग को जल्दी डिसीजन लेना होगा. डेफिनेटली, डेफिनेटली. व्हाट इज माइक फीलिंग? ये तो हो गया, चलो नीचे का देखें. थैंक्स अ लॉट अनिल भाई. He will be gone, guys. He will be gone. Mike Phelan won't be staying here for long. He will be gone. Don't worry. See, guys. I was ridiculed when I posted a tweet few days back. You know that others are trying to make their moves on what we are doing. And at this point of time, what we are doing is just looking at players. Do you think Nunez is a viable option? He is slipping out of our hands very, very fast. Anil Bhai. So he was linked with Spurs, but he is staying, which is good. But now they are talking to, as I said, Pau Torres. Exactly. We are just monitoring. I won't say we need Christian Eriksen more. We have to sort out other priorities. But my point is, when you have certain free players available, you should definitely go for it. Should definitely go for it. Hello, Sandeep Bhaiya. Welcome to the stream. Nkunku पे switch करेंगे most probably. We might switch to Nkunku. But yeah, guys, we have talked about Eriksen. The next player I want to talk is Nkunku for sure. Next player I want to talk is Nkunku for sure. Hello, Sanjay bhai. Welcome to the stream. Nkunku guarantees you certain number of goals. I'm not going to say he is a 30-goal player, 25-goal player, but then he gives you lot of variety. He gives you lot of variety. That he can play on the wings as well. We all know our wingers have been inconsistent in the past. So he gives you that as well, where he can play on the wing. He can play as a number 10 at times, but then obviously we want to see Nkunku scoring goals, and he can definitely give 10 to 15 goals. And as I said, I have said that before, we have Sancho, hopefully a rejuvenated Rashford next season. So these guys can also give us goals. So that's why I'm a bit hopeful. What do you think of? I said that, Harjas bhai, I think he's an average player. There is no point spending 35 million on Sangare. Just go, if you have to give Sangare game time, just give Gardner game time. Simple as that. Hello, Kaushik bhai, welcome to the stream. Because Gardner has played in a tougher league than what Sangare is playing at. Sanjay bhai, they can afford because they will be getting around 30-35 million for Mane. And it's not like Liverpool cannot spend 50 million. If you think that Liverpool cannot spend 50 million, I think we are wrong. Obviously, they want certain amount of money and they will get it. 35 million for Mane is a minimum. He won't cost more than Nunez, Sanjay bhai. He will cost around 65 million. That's what I'm saying, that you need to try to get into Leipzig. He's totally different than Bruno Fernandes. When it comes, obviously Leipzig won't say that they are going to sell their prize asset, but you need to go and talk to them. Nkunku has not said that he is going to stay here. He might be on a move. It's not like they are going to win anything over there. So just switch. Simple as that. Ayush bhai, they will consider. That's what I'm saying. They will consider. You need to test the waters. If they just blow you out of the proportion, then fine. We have been rejected by a lot of clubs before. It's not like we are going to be rejected for the first time. But you got to try. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Sandeep bhai. That it's gonna take at least 35 million, 35 to 40 million for Mane to make a move from Liverpool to any other club. See, Kaushik bhai, the thing is, if someone is not willing to come, all right, there is a certain thing. He just had one good season. I absolutely love Nunez and I think he will do wonders. But if Benfica wants 85 million, obviously we are not going to pay. Simple as that. Because we have other priorities as well. Aditya bhai, for me, alternative for Nunez in Nkunku. Swapnil bhai, he has never said that. Show me where Nkunku has said he wants to go to Paris. You know, if it was 3 or 4 years ago when 3 years ago when he made the move initially to Leipzig, that's a totally different thing. 65 million, that's the price. Got a price. 65 million is the price for Nkunku. And I don't think PSG at least this season after keeping Mbappe is going to go for Nkunku. Where is he going to play? They already have Mbappe, they have Neymar, they have Messi, they have Icardi. Nkunku won't have any chance. And if he wants to, hamper his World Cup going train, or the flight, you can say, then God bless Nkunku. Shashwat bhai, looks like we are in for, as I said, to panic, too early to panic. I would definitely say that, but signs are not looking good. Signs are not looking good. Obviously, it's his hometown. But is he willing to go over there now that he is in the World Cup squad and miss his chance to go to the World Cup by sitting on the bench? Then there is absolutely no one we should go for. Samaka is there, but I don't think our board even know who Samaka is. Or just by that's the thing. I don't think our board even know. Hello Edgar, welcome to the stream. He is going to be less expensive than Nunez. He can play false nine. He can play as a winger. So obviously he's a versatile player, and Kunku is a versatile player. And guys, while you are here, take part in the poll. Make sure that you are liking the stream. I am joined by 20 people, and likes are just 20. And a lot of people have joined in just yet. So if you have not liked the stream, likes target are over there. So exactly, see, loving a club, loving your city, everything is fine. End of the day, you have to look at whether you are going to play the World Cup or not. If you go back to PSG at this point of time, you're not getting to the color. You're not going to the World Cup. Simple as that. Because for the next 6 months, you are not going to play. Ashley saying, Ashley, I don't think we are being stubborn. You know, we are not getting stubborn. We are realistically chasing certain players. But yeah, if someone is simply saying no, just move on. In terms of De Jong, we have a chance because ETH and Barcelona wants to sell. That's why we are taking our time. Same when it comes to Timber will move. But in the last stream I explained why Eric Ten Hag is not going all out just yet. Aditya bhai, which team can afford Anthony Martial at this time? Why would anyone wants to afford Martial at this point of time? An injury-prone player who cannot play 20 games. Why would anyone even look at Martial at this point of time? He will be our problem next season, unfortunately. Lautaro Martinez, I think, is a system-based player, and Uruguay, I have said that before. He needs that presence alongside him. We are not going to play with two strikers, so there is no point even looking at Lautaro Martinez. Did Nkunku say that, Swapnil Bhai, that he wants to go to PSG this season? Love for the club and all that is fine, but has he actually said that he wants to go back to Paris this season? If he has said that, then he's definitely, putting his own foot on the axe. Simple as that. We should have looked at the kid from Liverpool. I am always very, very negative about the South Americans. Sorry, Edgar. And I have my reasons. I have my reasons. When it comes to South Americans, our record is absolutely shambolic. Good evening, Karan Bhai. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream, Arun Bhaiya. I don't, it is a possibility, but then you will have to sell. You will definitely have to sell and raise around 30 million minimum, because we are not making a bid. A player won't come if a club is not making a bid. We are still looking at him, just looking at him. कौशिक भाई काम आ सकता है, but we need to act quickly. We need to act quickly. Thoughts on Dybala? He wants to play for United. Ayushbhai, you are absolutely wrong. The only thing he wants to play for is money. I don't want another spoiled South American. He is going to Inter Milan, most probably. So I won't even consider Dybala to be a part of United. We are getting rid of the circus in the dressing room, and he will create another circus if he joins in. All right, Gaurav Bhai is saying, I would like to point out when we're exactly Gaurav Bhai, exactly. That's the way how our fan base is. See, Sangare is, it's not Sangare. No one is denying he's a good player. Is he United quality? No, he's not. Absolutely not. And paying 35 million for a guy who's not, you know, I'm not sure how many games he's going to start. So 35 million for a guy which we are not sure about. If he comes in, obviously I would want him to be successful. But I don't think he's the answer. Simple as that. If we are willing to pay 35 million for Sangare, add 5 more million, go for Bisuma, and he will literally walk to Old Trafford. Modern day football. Exactly, Anish bhai. That's the thing. You don't have Champions League. You don't have that aura. You don't have that success for the last decade. You cannot just go and try to dictate or dominate. We have talked about it before, Sanjay bhai. We have talked about it before that for me, Tukemeni made a mistake. Now his World Cup hopes might be on tatters. So let's see. Shamim bhai, mostly United transfers, but we are also talking about Nunez to Liverpool as well. Liverpool has made an official bid for. All right, let me check, because there are a lot of. When it comes to Romano, there are so many fake accounts of Romano. All right, I will just share it right now. They are preparing. Liverpool are planning to prepare an opening verbal bid for Darwin Nunez. I think it will be done and dusted very, very shortly. It's a tweet just 4 minutes before. I am more worried when De Gea, what he is going to do under Erik Ten Hag. Whether we are going to see the De Gea of, or whether he is going to improve. So that's where my focus is. Thanks a lot, Anish bhai. Means a lot. We have appointed him for 3 years plus one additional year. Basuma and Frankie Ronak bhai would be absolutely marvelous. Ekiteki is going to Newcastle. It's done. Confirmed by Romano. Guys, if I miss out on any comment, just make sure you put it down again, because when people are here, it gets a bit difficult. So if I miss out, Yuri Telemans should never be considered. Ranak bhai, Yuri Telemans is a defensive liability. Liability. This guy just cannot defend. He is such a liability, and that's why only Arsenal, only Arsenal is linked with him. भाई यूनाइटेड का देखो अभी कुछ होएगा नहीं. लिवरपूल इज गोइंग टू ट्राई एंड टेस्ट द waters with 100 million bid. You know, a club like Benfica, they are literally going to accept the bid. We kept monitoring, and Nunez will be announced within a week by Liverpool. ये हो जाता फिर तो क्या ही बात है दीप भाई. And it's why, see, as I have said that before, and people get riled up when we see the, when we say this, they are like, oh, do you know what's going behind the transfer window? Oh, if you know whether we are planning or this, what the fuck are we doing? What the fuck is United doing? If we are looking at 10 players, out of which 5 is signed by the other club, even before we have even got into touch with the player or the club, what are we planning? Playing gully danda at the back or hide and seek? What are we doing with the board meetings? It makes absolutely no sense. We have been a joke in the transfer market. We are trying after Frankie de Jong. It's dicey. He might come, he might not come. Haaland gone, Vlahovic gone. We had a chance at Nunez even before we could do anything. We could do anything. Now Liverpool is there out there with 100 million bid. Benfica would be like, oh, Liverpool, please come in. By the time Liverpool representatives walk through the door at Benfica, Nunez will be already in the plane waiting to fly to Liverpool. And everyone wants me to calm down and expect that, oh, great things are going, and behind the board we are setting up targets and we are going for certain players. You cannot even sign a free player, for fuck's sake. You cannot sign a free player, for fuck's sake, and you want us to believe that great things are going behind the club. Give me one signing, one free signing. You have Timber, who is literally waiting to come to the club. You have great relation with Ajax. You put up a bid right now. He walks in right now. I am not saying that invest one heck of a transfer and then miss out on someone like Frankie de Jong. Now that Nunez is almost out of the question, a 30 million bid for Timber, put it just to show that you care. You are not capable enough at this point of time to go out and get any player. We are watching. Everything is going around internally. What is going around internally? What is going around internally? You had your eyes on Nunez, right? For weeks. Liverpool comes in, they literally say, fuck off United. They put up a bid. 80 million plus 20 million in add-ons. Benfica is going to reject it? No. The best they will do is like put up another bid, 5 million more. That's it. That's it. You're done. Nunez is out of equation. Absolutely, it is. It is. That's how things work when you have a hierarchy in place. We are trying to put up that hierarchy, but we are slow. Everyone can see that, and they will take advantage of us. We don't have UCL, guys. You don't have UCL. Lot of good players want UCL. They don't want to wait 1 year, and that you need to understand that this is not going to work according to how you think it's going to work. It's like Crystal Palace trying to, you know, make fun of Barcelona for their trophies just because they didn't win one season. Exactly, Shashwat bhai. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. We are not even a scouts club, Ashley. We are not even a scouts club. When proper scouting is done, when proper scouting is done, you find hidden gems. When proper scouting is done, you find hidden gems and you build on that. We are not even doing that. We are not even doing that. David's, I think, is a good option, Anirudh bhai, but then I would try to test waters with Nkunku first. We won't. We won't. Trust me. Trust me, we won't get Declan Rice. And he won't leave. He would rather wait 1 more year. He won't leave. Alvarez, Pau Torres, Carmo. Nothing is solved. Nothing is solved. Alvarez, no experience at all. Carmo, what has it achieved? I don't think anything. Pau Torres, obviously, but Spurs are already in talks of Pau Torres. Bisuma, obviously, definitely. He is one signing I would love to see because that's the kind of mentality, that old mentality that players like Keane and other has had before. Just go for every ball, just go for every tackle. That's what Bisuma is all about. And if I think people mock Chelsea for, and it's that's what happens when you get quality players and when you have a manager like Eric Ten Hag, things will improve. But if you won't give him the players, I won't be surprised if we are going into the preseason with McFred and Andres Pereira. I won't be surprised or shocked at all. Even we are not even in talks for even Neves Ajay. That's the thing. Even he will cost more than 60 million. I don't think he's worth that much. But everyone is going to milk us. Simple as that. Aishwai, I won't be surprised. I won't be surprised. I won't be surprised. Sandeep bhai, our scout sent 17 reports. Our scout said 17 reports regarding Alfonso Davis. And we said he's just 17. What, we will see. He's just MLS. So yeah, I can totally understand our scouting system at times. I won't say it's absolutely perfect, but at times they have come up with good games, only to be left hanging by the top hierarchy. Deep by absolutely slow as Maguire, ineffective as our midfield. That's the thing. As I said, I'm not gonna just panic just yet, but the frustration is there, and I cannot hide it. Simple as that. If everyone wants to think that everything is rosy at United, oh, we are doing things behind the back, they are doing nothing. Won't be surprised if Eric Ten Hag is frustrated after just a season. Even if we are getting rice, I won't, and if we are getting, all right, just a video posted by Romano. If we don't get Frankie de Jong and Iniesta, we will panic buy. Definitely, Gaurav bhai. We will definitely panic buy. Zaha, Di Maria, and Depay, who says no? Every United fan. Every United fan. So guys, I really wanted to see a progress. See, when I talk about progress from this club, I am not expecting to announce them a signing in just a day. But then, how much time do you need? How much time do you need to keep on just looking at the player while others come in and swoop it? Now they have taken Nunez in front of your eyes. You didn't even try for Tukemeni. Imagine a club like United after being knocked out of, you know, Champions League. You are into Europa League and you don't have 100, 200 million to spend. Tottenham Hotspur, they have a bigger transfer budget than what United have at this point of time. Still monitoring Wesley Snyder. Seriously, Anish, man. I don't, I, you know, I won't be surprised. I won't be surprised if we go for Fofana and they ask 100 million. But well said. Well said. And that's what I have been talking about. That in the end, we will be just going to panic buy. People are like, oh, it's just June. It's just June starting. How much time is Eric Ten Hag, as the manager of United? Yeah, it's June. And the teams ever view, one has already announced Perisic, one has already announced Haaland. One is going to announce Nunez. Chelsea, they will just, we all know how Chelsea do their business. They will just come with 200 million and they will sign whoever they want. I am absolutely sure, that if we are not able to manage to sign, Frankie de Jong at the end of the window, Richard Arnold is going to come out and say, we wanted to give our manager the best choices available, but it's a, after COVID window, we are still trying to get back to where we used to be, and which is nowhere. So here we are, going to get another season for all the United fans throughout the world, fucked up, and fucked up really nicely. Thanks for following and supporting this club. You are noobs, you know. You just believe whatever we put out in the social media. And don't forget to watch what we did on this day 20 years ago on every social media handle that we have. Because that's what the club is all about. History. That's what we are talking about, Kaushik Bhai. He wanted his signings before the preseason started. I won't be surprised if we are just left with, we are just signing one or not even one. We go into preseason with the same set of players that we have. Sandeep Bhai, it's going to take time. It's a cycle. It's not like Fernandez, Mejbri, Shoretiere, and McNeil. You can start next season. It's gonna take some time. It's not 1992, 1993 where you can put in all the youngsters at once. And he was Sir Alex who did that. He's God. He's God. Simple as that. All right, guys. Who wants rice at 100 million? I am asking you a simple question. Who wants rice at 100 million? Obviously, 150 it's not feasible for anyone. We all know that. But we are a clown club at times when it comes to transfers. So who wants rice for 100 million? I don't. Said that before. We'll say it again. I don't want Declan Rice for 100 million. Just tell me who wants Declan Rice for 100 million. All right, Sandeep Pai says no, thank you. We are joined by 15 people. Who wants Declan Rice for 15 million? Oh, 100 million. Quick comments, guys. It's almost 1 hour to the stream, so yeah, India is up 2 against Cambodia. Congratulations to them. It was a game they were expected to win. So moving on. Rice for 100 million, guys. Rice for 100 million. Well said, Ronak bhai. Well said. Well said. Swapnil bhai says no. Anirudh bhai. All right. Deep bhai says never for Rice. Only a dumb board will go. Absolutely. And our board is dumb. We all know that, Deep bhai. Rice is not an out and out CDM, Anirudh bhai. He has never played a single CDM. When he plays with England, it's Calvin Phillips with him. When he plays for West Ham, someone like uh, Suchek is always there for him. He is good. He is not 100 million good. So at 100 million, who wants Rice? Anish Bhai says no. Sandeep Bhai says would rather have even for 100 million. Even for 100 million, Sandeep Bhai. If you take 75 million for De Jong and 15 to 20 million for Lemar, you know, it makes so much sense. It makes so much sense. Rice maximum for 60 million. 70. If we are willing to pay 70 for Frankie De Jong, then definitely we will have to pay for Rice because after all he is just he is playing in English Premier League. So yeah, panic buy for sure. Exactly, Ayush. But that's what I have been saying for the last what every stream. Shashwat Bhai saying Man United signings. Well said. Well said, Shashwat Bhai. All right, so Asian qualifiers. Celia's Malaysia is winning 3-1. Congratulations, Celia. India is winning. This was the game which I expected India to win. So on to the next game already. Hello Nujbhai, welcome to the stream. I appreciate your choice, Edgar, but I would rather play Gardner and see what he does rather than you know spending 35 on Sangare. If we are planning to spend 35 on Sangare, pay 40 for Bissouma and get him. With Premier League experience, he will be a much better signing than Sangare. Guys, if you have not liked the stream, share the stream. Please do that. It always helps. You all know. Dembele is going to Chelsea. I think he can be a good signing for Chelsea. They don't have wage problems, and they are getting a player for free. So I think that's a good signing for them. I think this can work for Chelsea. There are also talks that Captain America, obviously, Christian Pulisic, he might leave, and Lukaku is also leaving. So they will also getting rid of their wages, and they can afford Dembele. Dembele for free makes sense for Chelsea. So this was it, guy. Three players which I wanted to talk about. Eriksen on a free, everyone wants, like majority, 95% of the people wants Eriksen on a free. Nkunku, now that Darwin Nunez is almost out of the reach, Nkunku is someone people wants us to try. And Declan Rice, no one wants for 100 million. If at a reduced price, we can try to take him. And with this, guys, I will be ending my stream. Thanks a lot for joining. And guys, tomorrow there will be definite stream for the Portugal game. So tune in. I will be sharing the stream details very, very shortly. I will be making the event. Thanks a lot for joining. And in the description, I have my social media handles. So if you want to join, if you want to talk about football, just make sure that you are following me over the social media handles, and we will be talking tomorrow at 12. tomorrow at 12 on Dubai. The game starts at 12:15. So I will be here at 11:55. Most probably, Shashwat, right? That's the most probable situation scenario that's going to happen with United. So with this, see you tomorrow, guys. Thanks a lot for joining, and hopefully you share the link with others so that others can join for the next time as well. Good night, stay safe, and take care.